First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, the big righty, Darvish.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And this one is off and running. And he deals. Right through there for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Line drive. Merrill makes the catch. One up, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Juan Soto in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Ball inside.
1 out, base is empty. That one finds the zone. And now 3-1.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
There's the strike.
3-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Three-two now. And that's ball 4.
Nope.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
And now it's Mark Vientos. That one fouled off. Darvish delivers. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Man at first, 1 away. And there's a ball. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Darvish kicks, delivers. Down swinging, and there's 2 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's Pete Alonso. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a strike.
1-1.
Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard hit left side. To second, there's Cronenworth. Third out. Mets leave one, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Oracle Park, and starting this one, Kodai Senga. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now, Luis Arias. Just missed. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. High in the air, out to right. Soto gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Center fielder, Jackson.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. The other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Darvish back to work. In the air, left field. Hayward sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Second inning here, no score. This one in the air. Cronenworth makes the grab, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Merrill pulls it in on the run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Machado.
Manny Machado. Machado.
And there's a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Now out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Nimmo ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are two outs.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Xander.
Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
The count.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it across to first. Bogaerts retired. And that's the third out. Padres down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in San Francisco, on to the third inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Pitch in the dirt. 1-2 to count. This to third. Machado throws to first in time. One up, one down.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Late swing, foul to the left. Popped up. Bogaerts snags it for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So the batting order turns over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 so far. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Next pitch is downstairs.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. Top of the third, no score. Hit in the air, left field. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Jason Hayward. Senga, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Struck him out looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
And now it's Elias Diaz. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting first baseman, Luis.
So the San Diego
Arraez.
batting order turns over. Luis Arraez stands in. Splits the plate. 0-1. Senga ready to fire now. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone. He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. There's one. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And the 0-1. Late with the swing there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. And that ends the inning. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth. And now here is Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes. Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Struck out swinging his first time. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one is absolutely belted, and it's off the wall but foul. Runner on the go again. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one is back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Popped up. Cronenworth settles under this one. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fly to left his first time. In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is late, and they don't get the out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next for the Mets, Jesse Winker. First time up was a pop out. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Padres 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom 4, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Manny Machado. Flied to right his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was out front
One
that
ball,
time.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the
Now
dugout.
batting,
Got a pitch to
second
hit and
baseman,
just couldn't get to it. I think that slider
Cronenworth.
really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs.
Nope. Ball 1. 1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at
Leading
Oracle
off
Park,
with the Mets,
we go to the top of the
center
5th.
fielder,
Here's the center
Tyrone
fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Darvish back to work. Hit in the air, center field. Merrill sizes this one up, and there's one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back,
Up
no
next
doubt.
for the Mets, catcher,
And stepping in for
Francisco
New York,
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's outside. Ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
In the air, left field. Hayward. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. He popped out his first time. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top.
He's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading
Here's the
off for the
shortstop
Padres,
at the
the
plate.
shortstop,
Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
Bogaerts,
Ball 1.
who wears that number 2 on his back
Count
for his
1-0.
idol, Derek Jeter. And that
Ball
one is
2.
downstairs, and it's 2-0. That clips the corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to third, Vientos. Whips it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, Left fielder, Jason
Now the left fielder, Jason Hayward. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Top of the 6th inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto. And that one fouled off. In the dirt, now 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off with the Mets.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. In there for strike one. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. On to Cronenworth. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back here in San Francisco, here's Elias Diaz.
Elias Diaz.
Swings through that. Diaz, 34-year-old vet, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. That one missed. He swings and fouls one off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Luis Ariz.
So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Ariz. And there's a foul ball.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis
2 outs, base is
Jr.
empty. And now Fernando Tatis Jr. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. We're through 6 full. It's the Padres 1 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it across. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish. And he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Yuki
the Padres.
Matsui into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the DH, Jesse Winker.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Curveball over for a called strike. Fought off foul. This one in the air. He's there. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Hayward hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense. Bottom of the seventh, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
In the air, left side. Nimmo has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny.
Here comes Manny Machado. Fastball for a strike at 95. Pitch misses there, and that is ball one. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Cronenworth at the plate and takes high there.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
The 1-1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down, and here is Xander Bogaerts. He's grounded out a couple of times. Just missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that just misses.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Soto makes the play, and it's out number 3. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jason Adam.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off
Here's the
for
catcher,
Mets.
Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
Late on that fastball.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
And that one wrapped foul.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
McNeil in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Bouncer to second. Cronenworth slings to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Gets him to chase after that one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Right side, Cronenworth tosses to first, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jason Hayward. Senga back. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Now it's the DH, Tirso Ornelas, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move.
Pitching for New
Ryan
York.
Stanek will take over here.
55.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Ryan Stanek.
That's in there.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball up the middle. McNeil. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Elias.
2 down, base is
Diaz.
empty. Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the
No ball,
hitter
2
already
strikes.
chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Padres down in order, but they're on top 2-0.
Now
Welcome
pitching
back,
for the
and
Padres.
here comes the closer, Robert Suarez.
Number 75.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down the win. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And now it's
Leading
Juan
off for the
Soto.
Mets, right
He's a guy
fielder,
who does
Juan
it all.
Soto.
With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. A little bit low, and it's 1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Vientos,
Outside, that's a
the
ball.
next to hit, takes outside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Bogarts makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So they're down to their final out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Outside
ball.
low. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long